All right, this episode's jam-packed, so let's go ahead and get started. My name is Evan, and this is episode 192. You know, that kind of sounds like the sequel to 190. 192, 190 harder. 192, the two towers. 192, revenge of 190. None of this works. None of this should be in the episode. So first of all, guys, there's a new video on the channel as of last weekend. It's the cookies ranked. I list the top 8 cookies, but they weren't decided by me. No, they were decided by you, the community. I released a survey on our Discord and folks voted on it. And together, after being asked the question, who is the best cookie from the collab, we assembled our top 8. And that is what I am presenting to you. So if you want to check it out and see if the cookies that you thought were great made it on the list, well, I'll have it linked at the end for you. Let's look in-game for a minute because we've got some pretty cool events to talk about. First of all, we have our 4th collab event that just opened up. It's a weekly mission event. By farming dungeons, playing an arena, and also using the new collab content, you'll accumulate points towards weekly missions, which you'll then unlock all these great rewards, including multiple Devilmon, more than one, as well as a coupon for one of the Lucky Collab magic boxes. And there's also event-specific stuff like ancient coins in there. And that's not even mentioning all the normal mystical scrolls that are up there. So if you haven't taken a look at it yet, just click on in there and see if you've made progress. Next up, I have a little bit of a PSA for everybody. Don't forget to at least tap on the collab special pack number 2, because there is a free gift in there for everyone, which includes 100 free crystals, 300 energy, and 300,000 mana. So make sure you redeem that before you go along your way. We also have the return of the surprise shop in-game, which means the Lucky Magic Box is back as the Lucky Collab Box. And it has a host of awesome scrolls inside of it, including the collaboration summon scroll. So if you were planning on spending those crystals to summon anyway, then you may want to consider doing this because it's a great value for the same price of entry as a premium pack. Though make sure you have enough saved up to farm afterwards, because that is very important. At the time of recording, the most recent update to Summoner's War just dropped actually last night, and that includes the balance patch that follows RTA Season 22's closure. And if you want to take a look at the full patch notes, I'm going to have them linked in the description down below, and you can find it within the Notice tab in-game. Oh, and buffs and debuffs stack now. How dope is that? In the latest update that also brought us the aforementioned balance patch and buff stacking changes, we're also getting the Red Velvet Dragon, the very same one that has been teased all the way back since the Las Vegas meetup when the 4 members of the dev team came by and were interviewed about the, at the time, upcoming Cookie Run Kingdom collab. And I'm going to tell you about it. It looks like the Red Velvet Dragon is going to have a very similar style to the Dimension Predator. What do I mean by that? Well, your attack, defense, and HP are all going to be multiplied by times 10. Your speed is going to be adjusted by this formula. And your crit damage will be increased to 150 if it isn't already 150 or above when you queue up for the dungeon. Now that just sounds like free real estate. And similarly to TOA Heck, you can also add stars to increase the difficulty of the dungeon, but instead of adding global effects like in TOA Heck, you'll instead be adding passives to the boss. And those passives will update weekly to keep things fresh and crispy. Well, crispy on the outside, but soft and chewy on the inside, baby. Last week I talked about the set number 1 of the new Summoner's War SD minifigures. At the time they were coming up for pre-order, but now they are available. I'm gonna have the link in the description down below if you want to pre-order your own set of the first edition of Summoner's War SD figures. They're very cute and super well made. Do I need to get my Rika again? So help me, I'll do it. No, I won't. Not right now. I don't feel like getting up. Speaking of clicking on links in the description, I have a pretty important one for you right now. SWC America's Cup is happening on October 8th. That is next Saturday in New York City. And if you think you're going to be in the area, then you should click on the link in the description to register for that SWC America's Cup. And since you'll be in the neighborhood for SWC, you should also swing by New York City Comic Con. We're going to have a booth there where we're going to have interactive displays, we'll have merch for sale, and you'll be able to say hi to all of us. So come on by, I hope I see you there. And to round out our streams this week, today I'm going to be streaming with LC33 to show off some of the monsters that were featured in the balance patch. We're going to be doing our dangdest to try to climb on Special League Ladder, so come on by and join us. All the information you need is right there. Here's that video that I talked about during the episode, and that brings us to the end of episode 192, folks. I hope I see you right back here for 193. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.